All right, welcome back, everybody, to the Doug Brady Show. I'm Doug, and I'm here with a very special guest. His name is Dan.
Hello.
You may know him from his last appearance on the Doug Brady Show.
How long has it been?
A few months or something like that. Look, I'm lazy, but I'm trying my best now. I'm trying to do this 2 times a week. Can you believe that? Imagine the amount of work. A whole 2 times a week?
I didn't mean how many months since the last Doug Brady show. Is that how many months it's been? I guess it has, hasn't it?
Since the last time we've spoken
on
the
Doug
microphone.
Brady
Yeah,
show.
yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
How long has that been? I don't know. A couple months, I think. It doesn't matter. I don't know why we're getting into this.
It's really irrelevant.
All right. So, anyways, today on the show we cover such topics as rape.
Ooh, that's a good one. Juicy.
So, anyways, how do you feel? How do you feel about your family?
My family.
Yeah.
How do I feel? I'm gonna just mirror everything you say. I'm just gonna say it back to you. No.
Well, do you feel
How
like...
do I feel about them?
Because here's what I've been feeling like lately. I mean, well, you've been back home for a while now, right?
Yes.
Because you're in college, and so you went away to college, and then you came back, and now you're living back, right?
That's right. It's a new perspective.
Okay, so how much contact would you say you had with your family when you were away?
I probably talked to my parents, I'd say a couple times a week.
Couple times a week. Okay, so
Yeah.
I'm in the same boat because I live away, and I talk to my parents probably once a week. I'd say I try, and I come home like once a month. That's pretty often. But here's the thing: ever since like moving out, like I don't like. Do you see your family differently since moving out?
A little bit. I view it more objectively. It's
Yeah.
it's a less sacred thing, you know?
Yeah.
Like when it's all you know, when that's the only place you've lived or not the only place, but that's the only like living situation you've had is with your family. It's like this, like, you know, it's this sacred structured thing. I mean, I don't know.
No, I feel the same way.
You don't view it objectively, and I definitely still don't view it objectively, but I think I view it more objectively.
Yeah, I think I do it.
I see behavior, you know. I notice things like that people do.
Yeah,
Things like that I hadn't noticed before, or maybe that.
because I mean,
different or
well, like that whole thing about the sacredness or whatever of your family. Because I feel like, well, like when you're a tiny little child, right? Your parents, your world literally revolves around them. Like they never leave you alone.
It's both.
You're
It's
never,
both ways too. Their world basically revolves around you too.
Yeah, but I mean, you much more so.
That's
them
true.
Because you
I
wouldn't be
think
able to survive without them. Really, when
Well,
you're
right,
when you're like a
right.
3-year-old, or, you know.
But does your world really revolve around them? Like, they definitely help. Well, like, maybe it depends on your situation.
Well, they like put your schedule together. What you're doing is.
I guess they
on
manage
them.
your life quite a bit. Yeah,
your
you're
life
right.
is completely managed, and I don't think that changed for me very much until I got out of high school. Really,
Yeah.
Like I feel like my day-to-day life was much more controlled by my living situation with my parents than being out on my own. You know. I don't know what I just said.
Yeah, well, I don't know that was a coherent
cohesive
sentence, but I'm not sure because I didn't really know how to respond to it.
Okay, so here's
It was it was about your parents and living with them.
Let me pose it differently. So, like, I used to view them in such a way that was sacred because my life revolved around them so much. In that they basically put together
Controlled
my
a lot of
day-to-day
aspects
life.
of it.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. And really, until I got out of high school and was out of school and moved away, is when, because even when I was in high school, though, I could go out at night and hang out with people and, you know, not talk to my parents. Ultimately, I came home and they were like, how are you doing with your homework? Are you going to get a job? This and that. But now I'm out on my own and it's just like, now it's like nobody's there.
Yeah.
And so I'm just like, there, you know. And
You're
I
the
don't
one
really...
who's like, you have to do these things if you want to do this.
Exactly. Exactly. And so now having to control my life entirely, I feel like I pretty much have complete control over my life, for me personally.
Yeah.
And having that control has brought me a brand new perspective on how I view my family, I think.
Oh, really?
You know what I mean? I think so.
How so has it changed your perspective? Well, I guess if it's brand new, it hasn't changed. It's completely different.
It's completely different, yeah. I mean, well, just like... just going home, even this past, I mean, I'm home right now, and when I'm with my parents, it's just sort of like I don't really, it's not that I don't love them or anything like that, but I don't really, I don't need contact with them at all. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have nothing in common with them. Like, I can have a conversation with them, a nice conversation, and I can play chess with my dad, right? Hang out, but at the same time, all I'm thinking is, I could be doing something else. I could be doing something else.
Yeah.
I mean, when in reality, what the fuck am I gonna be doing? Not much. But I'm still thinking.
That's interesting, because I definitely don't have that.
You don't have that?
There's definitely, my parents have mannerisms, and they'll do things that will oftentimes like annoy me, and then times I won't want to be around it. But I think in general, I'm not like, when I'm around them, I'm not like, I still feel the need to be, not the need, well, I think a need to be around them because I like them so much.
Yeah.
Like,
I guess that.
It feels important to me to spend time with them because I like them. Because I think they've done a lot for me, and I think we have a good thing going.
Well, no, it's not that it doesn't feel like I should be spending time with them. I definitely feel I should be spending time with them. But at the same time, all I'm thinking in my head is, I don't really, I don't really want to be doing this, Even though I love them and I owe them so much, and I wouldn't, I would take a bullet for them, of course, I think, but at the same time, it's this dichotomy that exists within me where I'm just thinking, I don't really like these guys all that much. They're sort of just like, and I don't know why I feel that way, but I love them.
That's just you.
Yeah, I guess.
Because I definitely, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
But I'm definitely, that's not where I'm at. I'm definitely not like, I definitely like these guys. I'm like, these are pretty cool guys.
I mean, I don't want to. This is a problem with having a limited vocabulary. I don't want.
Is that not what you're saying?
Well, I don't want to misrepresent myself as like.
You don't hate your parents. I get that. That's not what you're saying. Like, you're saying like you wouldn't hang out with them.
Right. If the choice was mine of I would never call them up and be like, hey, you want to go do something?
Yeah.
Like no.
Yeah.
But you would.
I mean, I guess maybe I wouldn't. I'll put it this way, I guess. If they called me up and said, hey, well, okay. I'm never calling my parents up and ask them if they want to do something. But I guess that's because I'm never, like, doing... I very rarely am doing something I feel that I'd be like, I feel like my parents would want to do this. Or maybe not, rarely, but I don't know.
Yeah, I can see that. I mean...
when my parents call me and are like, hey, do you want to do something? Usually I'm like, yeah, that sounds cool.
Well, yeah.
Or not usually. It's definitely, there's a lot of the time where I'm like, yeah, that sounds cool. Let's do that.
Well, it's different if they call me with an idea and then I'm like, all right, yeah, I'll go hang out with my parents for this day. We'll go to the aquarium or some fucking bullshit. But at the same time, I'm still in the back of my mind like, I could, be doing this thing or,
yeah.
I don't know.
Interesting.
It doesn't matter really.
It doesn't matter. That's why we're talking about it.
I just feel, I don't know. I've just been feeling so weird, like, because I just turned 20, and that's not a big deal. And anybody who is listening to this that is older than 20, is probably like, yeah, okay, you're 20, but still,
when you're 20, it feels like you're like, okay, what's going on now?
Well, yeah, I kind of feel like I'm in this midlife crisis deal, but it's not midlife, because
quarter life.
I'm still thinking like, oh man, what am I doing with my life? It's like it's all the same components of a midlife crisis, but I'm 20 years old. Yeah, you get what I'm saying? Do you feel that?
No, yeah, it's exactly. Well, midlife crisis is different because you've already done so much.
Yeah.
And then you're like, what am I doing?
Yeah.
So it's that much more like
that's true.
Depressing and horrible.
Yeah, because now I haven't lived anything at all.
Yeah.
At this point.
Yeah.
All right, so that's that. Fucking that shit.
I haven't lived anything at all at this point. Me neither.
Well, that's what we're trying to do, right?
I don't know. I wish. I want to try and do that more. I don't know why.
How do you feel about walking across the country?
How do I feel about it? I'd love to do it, but I just am thinking about it practically, and I don't know how I can do it.
Well, I started running every day.
It would take so much time.
Yes, it would take a lot of time. But, I mean, we walk across, and then, I mean, you could catch a plane back if you want, but what I would like to do, ideally, is catch a train back.
Yeah.
Like, walk across the northern part of the country, and then take a train back through the southern part.
Really?
I think that would be interesting.
Where it's like start, end...
Start
like at Boston, probably. Right?
Yeah, start from Boston, or even just here, around here. We don't have to go all the way.
That's true. I've seen a lot of this part of the country.
Yeah.
This part of the area. I don't really need to see more of it.
So we'd start Massachusetts and then end up probably maybe Washington, Oregon.
Yeah.
One of those.
Wow. That's so much mapping too.
That is a lot of mapping.
How do you?
Because we have 2 years. I'm thinking 2018 is when we do it.
I'll tell you. I'll see where I'm at in 2 years. You know.
Yeah.
It's possible.
Yeah. Well,
I have no idea what I'm going to be doing in 2 years right now, and it's bad.
Oh man.
No idea what I'm going to be doing. What I'm going to be doing in 2 years.
No idea at all.
I have a few ideas, but.
Well, where are you going to be? Are you still going to be in school? Do you think?
Maybe. I'm going to try a little more school.
Yeah, and see how it is.
Yeah.
Are you not liking school right now?
I don't know. I didn't like last year. I'll put it to you that way.
Why not?
It was my fault. I didn't do what I should have last year.
What? How do you mean?
I didn't.
You didn't focus?
I didn't. Not at all, dude. I let the whole like freshman year of college I can do whatever I want sort of get the best of me. It wasn't like I was pretty dire. It was kind of a waste of money, honestly.
Really?
Not. And it's not even like I feel like because I feel like I was working harder and than a lot of people, but it still was not
enough.
What even close to enough.
Yeah. But
I was so distracted, and yet I was still working so much. That was the thing,
Okay, so here's the deal so that may feel like you didn't do enough, right? But at least you have the wherewithal to recognize that you weren't doing enough, you know? Most kids are drinking 5-6 nights a week, right, in college?
Yeah.
Isn't the drinking insane off the walls?
It definitely, a lot of kids drink a lot of nights of the week, I think, at school, which is nuts to me. I didn't even drink every weekend or every week. I was
well, that seems like such a waste of money. When you're going to school and just being an alcoholic at school, that's a waste. But at least you...
Well, I think I wasted a lot of money this year, at school. I feel like I didn't learn enough to be worth the money.
Even with the music and everything, you didn't...
Well, I didn't do what I should have with the music.
Why not?
Because I don't know. That's a great question.
Well, that brings us... I mean, regret is a huge thing in my life. Do you...
So much.
So you must feel that about...
A lot of regret about last year.
Is it just last year, or is it your whole life? Because I feel regret across my whole life, along the same lines of the regret you're feeling about last year.
Yeah, why didn't I just...
I wasted so much time in my whole life.
I've already wasted so much time.
And I regret, I mean, we smoked a lot of weed. And not as much weed nearly as some other people. Yeah. But at the same time, I feel like we smoked way too much.
So much money.
So much money and time. It ate up so much time.
We didn't do... When we hang out, we would just smoke weed.
Yeah, and not do anything. It ate up a full, senior and junior year for me, really.
For me, it was definitely a junior year and a good amount of senior year, too. More so junior year, but...
I regret that a lot.
Yeah.
It's not, and I also don't know how to feel about smoking weed with the developing mind, you know?
Yeah.
I feel like that was so bad. Because your brain doesn't fully develop until you're 25.
Yeah.
Who the fuck knows what we're doing to...
Not a lot of people know, but it seems like it's not that bad.
Yeah. All right. Well,
it doesn't seem to change much. I don't know.
Well, we don't really know. That's my point.
Yeah,
but
you're right.
Nonetheless, I gotta wrap this up here. This was nice. We went. We're 1440 in right now on Wednesday, July 13th, 2016 at 6:30 in the PM. Dan Valcor Thanks for being on the Doug
Signing
Brady Show.
off.
I appreciate it.
Oh, always good to be here.
Follow me on Twitter @ConfusedAsYou. Thanks for listening.